Recording started.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ted Phillips. I'm the chair of the JEA Award Committee, and I'd like to call the November 7th, 2024 awards meeting to order. Can't believe we're already in November. Anyway, we have a physical quorum here this morning represented by myself, Ted Phillips. Jordan Pope is here and Kim Wheeler is here. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levy, and Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No public comments were received.
We have no one in person. Is there anyone on the line from the public who would like to speak? If so, please unmute yourself and you have the floor. Hearing none, we will move on. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 3. Item 1 is pending CEO approval. Therefore, if there are any changes, this item will be brought back to the committee for approval. Items 2 and 3 have been approved by procurement, budget, OGC, legal, the business unit, VP and chief, and are ready for the awards committee approval. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would anyone like to move the minutes to the regular agenda for discussion or defer any of the other items, items 2 and 3, defer them or have discussion on them? If hearing none, may I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
So that was Jordan with the motion and Kim with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. On the regular agenda, we have 2 items. Item number 1 is for Oak Ridge Water Treatment Plant HSP replacement project. So I had one question on this. We only received 1 bid on this project. The award amount is pretty significant at $10.5 million. I just thought it would be good to get on the record. Any comments on why we only received 1 bid?
Yeah, this
Yes,
is Ted Kirkland. Marlene, I'll talk briefly about it. If I miss anything, feel free to jump in, okay?
Okay,
Uh,
sure.
We had extended this one out 3 times. We saw that we had only got 1 bid each time. We had multiple pre-bids to try to gin up interest. We contacted all the vendors multiple times. They all said that they were busy. We had our engineer try to reach out to different firms, construction firms. I said they were just timelines didn't work out for them to be able to submit a bid. We actually had the submitting firm tell us if we push it out too much further, they were going to have to withdraw their bid and not be able to bid on it just due to that. So just due to the construction timeline. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
So could give just a little bit of description on what this work is? The HSP replacement?
Yes, sir. This particular plant was built back in the early 70s. It's got 3 ground storage tanks, a pump building, and a well field of 5 wells. This particular project, we're going to rehabilitate the building, replace the pumps, redo or replace all the electrical equipment inside, and update the instrumentation and controls. The project was originally conceived back in 2015 and has been pushed out for various reasons over the years. And it's to the point where we basically got to do it now.
I understand. So I'm a little bit older than 1972, but there's lots of parts on me that could probably use rehabilitation too. So I appreciate the explanation. Is there either one of y'all have any questions? All right, so I would entertain a motion to adopt item number 1.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So the second item is Fulton Cut Towers. I have one question on this, and so could we get just a little bit more background on why we single source this item? I know there was a little bit in the write-up, but I thought maybe a little bit more so we could have it in the minutes would be helpful.
Certainly, it's Jason Reinhardt here. So the crossing, you have 2 types of towers that you can potentially use. One of them is a lattice steel tower. The other one of these Puramax structures that we're recommending to be sole sourced. The lattice steel tower, while it might be somewhat cheaper to procure the actual material, when you look at the overall cost of constructing the actual tower, there's hundreds of pieces, and I can pull up some more data if you guys would like to see it, but the time it takes in order to build this thing on the ground and get it to the site, the time it takes to test it, and even the foundational loads on this tower being a lot lighter weight, because there are uplift on certain, if you have a moment on the bottom of the tower, there are certain times where you have uplift on the foundation. Foundation will also have to be larger, even though the tower's lighter. So suffice it to say, when everything is considered, there are cost savings to going this route.
I appreciate that explanation, and I appreciate the team, peeling the onion back to get the best cost. That satisfies my questions. Either one of you have any questions?
Makes sense.
All right, seeing none, I entertain a motion to
Hi, Ted.
adopt. Yes, ma'am.
This is Lisa Pleasant. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
This is the one for the tower at the port, right? So I believe this one got deferred late yesterday. And maybe you haven't gotten the updated paperwork. I apologize for that.
Okay, I didn't. So this item should be deferred.
Tammy, can you confirm that for me?
Yes, I believe Pedro requested that it be deferred.
Okay. Well, then, would someone, Jordan, would you mind to change your motion to deferring this?
Sure. So amend the motion to defer item number 2.
Second.
All right. So, all those in favor, aye? Aye. Any opposed? So item 2 the motion is to defer that until a later date. So we have, it does say item 2 deferred on my script. Sorry, I got off script. Consent agenda, items 1 and 2 of the consent agenda and items 1 of the regular agenda have been approved. Item 2 of the regular agenda has been deferred for this meeting today, November 7th. Is there any other business to come before the wards committee? All right, hearing none, I will adjourn the meeting. You guys have a great rest of your day and rest of the week. Thank you for catching that, Lisa, before we got too far out. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Y'all have a great rest of the day.